up, brother, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
It's a shame, you know.
It's real dumb.
Like Joe Mad would be one of those guys you could really build a fan base around.
Yeah, just very stingy. When you know, they operate the opposite of that abundance mentality, and it's only bit them in terms.
AKA, whoa, that's some hot coffee. AKA Padders, welcome to TGI Friday. This is my 4th time shooting this intro. It's still morning. We have like an hour until daybreak. We got the Eagles playing tomorrow in the playoffs. So, right, we got the Bills playing. Oh, so many. I love NFL playoffs. What I don't love is what I'm seeing from Cartoonist Kayfabe. And I'm just shocked that more people aren't on top of this. Now for the 2nd time. And I'm a little late to this party, but for issue 50, they sat down, they reviewed, they flipped through Wizard 50 with that amazing Todd McFarlane cover. Not so amazing. Well, it's a good riff. But anyway, yeah, they completely ignore EVS. Now, some of you, I know in the previous comment section for my other video, just like this, my previous video, a lot of you fakers out there said, they don't talk about ads. Why would they talk about ads? That means nothing. It's not a part of the issue. Well, guess what, guys? And maybe a couple girls out there. They do talk about ads. We know them for crapping on Techno Comics. They talk about Deathmate. They go on and on about the ads. One half of Wizard is ads. They comment on the ads endlessly. So don't bring that to my table. Don't bring it to that table. Take it off. So, but they're snubbing EVS. And it's interesting because leading into EVS, they talk about Trent Kanuga from Creed, Lightning Comics, a genius wonder kid, even to this day. Genius. Now, I'm on record a lot with Trent. I'm also on record on saying there's a side of me that deeply appeals to his younger teenage work versus what he does now. It's a taste thing. Doesn't mean the guy's not a genius. He effing is. And they crap on Trent, ignoring EVS along the way, and they crap on Trent. We'll show you a little bit of a clip.
Kanuga, I feel like he puts together a fruit basket or something too for the Wizard cats.
And yes, a baby clip because we don't want to get flagged. But the point I'm getting at is that these guys, they don't understand even Bill Tucci maybe just appealing to a massive audience that's 10 times the size of their audience. Okay? They don't understand the appeal of Trent. They want to say that there's some high foolery happening, that this kid is getting attention in Wizard. They're freaking jealous, and it comes off as jealousy, and it comes off as wrong. Okay? We should celebrate guys like Trent. We should celebrate guys like EVS, who was attacked by his peers, who was torn apart by his peers, now to where none of his peers stood up with him, and he left the 2nd biggest publisher, sometimes the largest publisher, but DC Comics, leaves his legacy at DC behind, starts his own thing. He pulls veterans from the mud, guys that were already excommunicated from comics, and creates a platform, and creates something people can invest in, and creates, I hate this word, but creates a community. EVS has done more for comics than Kayfabe ever can. And here's a split. Okay, on one side, we have the quality of the EVS books, which are exponentially higher than anything Kayfabe has done. And if you look at the Comicsgate community versus the Cartoonist Kayfabe community, which, and a lot of you guys out there are my friends, but I have to say it because that's what we do on this channel. We say things that people don't. A lot of the Kayfabe appeal is poor artwork, poor writing, and choppy storytelling, and a obsession on print values and technical printing. Okay, it's kind of funny. There's so many of you out there that are geniuses on what to do with a Kinko's photocopier, but you're not drawing, you're not writing, you're not actually producing what's inside of the comic book well, but the aesthetic, the textile parts are good. To me, that's the Kayfabe community. Comicsgate and EVS is an industry on its own. The money, period. Okay, it smashes everything Kayfabe. And for them to ignore EVS again, to ignore another ad, and not to honor that he's a freaking kid with a publisher getting percentages within the market share with Harris Comics. Being a kid in Harris Comics is huge, even back then, even for now. And the idea that cyberfrog as a property has now become a legacy property, legacy franchise, action figures, merchandise, sales every single day. It's beyond me that they're jealousy. Okay, because they want to be taken seriously, they want to be considered historians, they want to be taken for real, and they want the final say. That's also why they limit comments, they delete people, they block people. We know that they do this. Okay, they want a narrow funnel scope for their world that they're curating. No, there's no fault there, but that's the reality. EVS will have anyone on his show that disagrees with him. Right? I mean, and the people that don't go on Cartoonist Kayfabe, the people that don't go there don't have much time. I don't understand their interviews. I think their interviews are long-winded. They let people talk. They avoid, I mean, just the way how they botched some of that Rob Liefeld and Joe Quesada interview. That's right, people. I criticize them, but I also watch nearly everything they do because they do have value, they do have insight, and they do have contribution. So it is a it's a double-edged sword, okay? Hypocrisy is a part of human nature. Get used to it. Two things can be true at the same time. But what is true is that they are snubbing EVS and they're discrediting themselves as historians. Okay, you have to talk about him at this point. You do have to discuss him because his counterpart, Trent Kanuga, Creed, is also featured in Wizard, and the two of them are parallel. They're Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, so to speak, or they're Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath. Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan, or Karl Malone and Michael Jordan, right? I like the Karl Malone Michael Jordan one a little bit better. Ugh! People, aka Padders, I love you. Subscribe, support, and please watch everything Cartoonist Kayfabe does, because they do have interesting insight, but they lean in a certain direction. They do have bias. They're not truthful, and they're not honest with what they're seeing in front of their faces. They are seeing EVS and they're ignoring them, and it's only going to get more tricky when EVS is more and more in Wizard and more a part of the industry, that the two of them, Ed Piskor and the other, whatever the heck the other guy's name is, these guys want to be glued, connected, puzzled into the industry as EVS was since he was a teenager. They want the EVS level influence. They want to create characters that they get residual checks for, just like EVS. Everything that they want, EVS has already done and moved on from. Keep that in mind, and if you need further proof, you need further evidence, I mean, in one of their most recent videos, they're crying and pitching themselves to take over a Marvel imprint. They're constantly crying and pitching themselves, acting like they can fix Marvel Comics. Guys, they're pretenders to the throne with personal insight that is interesting. It's good to watch. I'm not too sure about historically where they're going to end up down the road, but I know EVS will have contributed so much more than Kayfabe ever can conceive of, and for that reason, Comicsgate is legit. It's real. It's got money, right? Money to hold in the hands. I would say, just cherry pick Comicsgate and put it against the sales for anyone in the Kayfabe books. And I think we're going to have, when it comes to money, not units moved, but money, the money's going to look real good compared to Kayfabe. Everyone, rock and roll. I love you. Let's keep going. Let's stay honest. Let's stay truthful. I mean, we have City Hall. Like, you guys see it? City Hall's like right there. Okay? Truth, justice, the American way, and my opinions. That's the only thing that matters. I love you. Goodbye. TGIF. Get yourself some coffee.